For weeks and months, I've been on here explaining why the monetary system and the dollar is going to be going through its collapsing period. And I'm going to keep on making these videos and keep on making the warning messages until it's too late. But before, when I was talking about this into 2008 and beyond, it was months away from happening. But now we're at the stage where it is weeks away from happening. So there's less and less time now that is available in preparing for this economic dollar crisis that we are having. You can think all you want that there's going to be deflation, and there is going to be deflation in certain items. The more the necessity item that there is, it seems as if the more the inflation is going to just trigger it. If you look at the silver and gold markets, there's going to be a major problems, I think, for those who invest in the SLV and the GLD, and for that matter, even regular gold company stocks like a Barrick Gold and whoever else knows of other commodity stocks. A lot of problems are trading that because you're not getting out of the dollar. You're still in the dollar. It's just you're trading dollars for other dollars in what is virtually nothing more than a glorified little casino, if you will. And people have asked me, well, what do you need to do to get out of the dollar? It's just that, out of the dollar. You spend dollars for real assets. And real assets are physical, real commodities in which you can touch. So whether it be real physical metals, whether it be your food and water, whether it be equipment that you need, whether it be apparel, there is just so many different real assets. And the more info, I have included a list of many different real assets with some different strategies involved in it. If you haven't seen it, I do highly recommend that video, as it explains different type of investments in real assets. None of this paper Ponzi type of scheme, because this has been is nothing more than a paper Ponzi scheme. Because this is now that 50% point that I've been talking about, which the big changes are coming into play. Webbot has already mentioned that this is the time where the derivative markets are going to go through its next big stage down. The bailout bubble, it's going to be exploding very soon, because the first was the NASDAQ bubble in 2000. Boom. Then after that, they reinflated that with the housing bubble. Boom. And then when that collapse happened, they reinflated that with the bailout bubble. Boom. And it's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and what particulars are going to be in place with this situation. So I'm going to continue to make these videos until we're out of time, but I was saying this is months and months away before the dollar's going to hit the fan as far as the crisis is concerned. Now it's weeks. It might be this week coming up. It might be later on in August and even into September, but there isn't that much time left. If you are unsure about the situation, I highly recommend doing your own research. Gerald Celente does a lot of great work with the whole ordeal. There's so many great people whom have been on here helping out. I totally urge you to do what you can to get out of the dollar. It doesn't mean you get out of it all at once. You want to keep some of it back, yes, but to hold a bunch of money into stock equities right now, to me, is just not smart. If the markets go higher, and that's what you're worried about, the inflation will kick in. And if the stocks get lower, you could get hit with a double whammy, because the inflation, to me, is a matter of when and to what frequency in which it is going to hit us. So, as far as investing into real assets, I highly recommend the 5-part series, which is on the blog in the More Info button. All 5 parts, including this video, is on that. And as far as like GLD and SLV, I do not recommend that unless you know what you are doing or you are an experienced trader at that. And as far as the futures are concerned, I've been hearing problems that the gold and silver amount they got invested compared to what's in the vault, they don't have enough in their vault. They will not be able to handle a run on their vault for their gold and silvers. That's going to create problems. And the bank, same deal there. A bank run is very likely to happen, and when that's the case, that can create a lot of problems. If you're on the ball now, I think you're on the right path. Peace and light, and all the best to you during this 2012 change. Bye-bye, everyone.